Hopefully the audio's pretty decent with the headphones. I don't know if it's really helping or if I'm talking through the speaker whenever I put the headphones on before. It seemed to have done a difference, like made a difference before, but I don't know, we'll see. I didn't listen back to the last one, but not too crazy, just kind of made two doors not suck shutting. The one I took a video last time, I made it work better. We dropped one corner and raised the other, and it shuts good now. Will it last? I don't know. That's to be determined. And then I kind of just cleaned the not grout, but like mortar dust off of rocks, and it's pretty much a pointless endeavor because I just keep wiping dirty water on the rocks, and it's, yeah. So I will either have to grab a decent amount of paper towels with fresh spray, and I'll be essentially cleaning each individual rock, or I'll have to leave it up to someone else, because not that it is a waste of talents, it's something that needs to be done. It's not advised to breathe in mortar dust at the end of the day, and kids are going to be living there. That's their kitchen. We don't want that, you know. But I would much rather be finishing the deck, because I like woodwork more than cleaning, if that makes sense. I don't see why it wouldn't, but like that's my whole first job, is cleaning buildings and toilets, and it's annoying to me, but yeah, well, yeah. Humble thyself before I will get humbled in spite of myself. And that's pretty much what happened with that exhaust, is I don't want to say I had to get punished, but I definitely had to learn a lesson. I feel that way truthfully. There was a video I was listening to earlier where it was Elevation Church, but like they record it and post it to YouTube. The sermon was talking about, real men, the story of Jezebel, and the king, and how the prophet, like, I was just reading in there too, that same story last time I opened the Bible, which was a little while ago, not gonna lie. I need to get back into the good habits, but and after that I listened to a testimonial on how a guy basically got rid of the spirit of lust. And I mean, I don't know the Bible to say lust is a spirit, just like people say the spirit of Jezebel. Not necessarily the same topic, but like the Bible doesn't say there is a spirit of Jezebel. Spirit of lust, it might say that, I'm not positive, but regardless, inviting your demons, is not great. So this guy literally just kind of anointed his household, his tech, his, you know, heart and mind. He gave it freely to God. Anointing's not the word that I'm thinking of. It's on the tip of my tongue, though. Like, dedicating is the word. He dedicated that space and that stuff, you know, to God, and rebuked anything that was not of him. And that hit me. That was pretty powerful. Right then and there, I dedicated a few things myself, just on my body, just on my person. I want to dedicate my time, my heart, my mind, my phone. You know, I don't want there to be vectors of sin, you know, where I could be stronger. I don't want to keep failing and falling into things that separate me from God, things that take my mind off him. And all at the same time, I'm in this weird paradigm where it's like, hey, we are literally in between going to work every day and the end of the world as we know it. Like, we are literally on the brink of World War III and still having to go to work to pay bills. At what point does a real man, a strong man of God, say, hey, enough's enough, I'm picking up and leaving? Like, these things do not fulfill me. Yes, give unto Caesar what is Caesar's, but beyond that, what do I really need? You know, food, shelter, love. What more can a guy ask for? And don't get me wrong, I try to position myself with my jobs, the various work I do, in ways that benefit people in the most blessing of manners. And so far, it has got good money. I don't have too much extra. I have just enough. And you know what? It kind of brings up that proverb, you know, don't give me poverty nor riches. Let me have just enough so that I don't hold that thought. I have a call. Oh, hello. It's dark now. I don't know which direction the camera's facing. You probably couldn't see me anyway, or you'd be staring directly at the headlights behind me. Anyways, that was my buddy calling. Now I gotta clip this video together. But, completely forget what I was talking about. Yeah, maybe oh yeah. The video of, like, you know, dedicating your space, your mind, your heart, your soul to God. Like, baptism is essentially a dedication of the rest of your life, yeah? So, god dang, guy. Guy's high beams on blinding me. But, yeah, so this guy dedicates his household, the areas where he would masturbate, and you know, he got rid of some, I guess, sex toys or whatever, lingerie, what have you, all the stuff that kind of perverses intimacy. And it seemed to have worked. The infidelity kind of went away. time he's looking online, he's gotta, like, you know, he checks himself easier because it's an addiction, and it's, you know, it's not a matter of if, but whenever that stuff comes into view. And it seems for him now, it's a matter of if he decides to click on the link or whatever, you know. There's a lot of, and you know what, at the end of the day, it's not all just your algorithm. It's also subliminal messaging. Like, they want you dumbed down, distracted, addicted, right? The great thing. And you probably could prevent most of that stuff from getting on your feed, but you're not going to prevent all of it, literally, unless you have like a miner's like kind of level or access to the internet. You could police it and have like the child lock version, but even then, it's like, you know what, you could go on Roblox or Club Penguin or whatever and get groomed. So it's like child's domains also have evil and lust and just disease, you know. The internet's just not a safe place. So for him to overcome that through prayer, my goodness, what a testimony. Prayer working, you know. There's nothing like seeing it for yourself. And I'm glad for that guy. I'm glad it worked. And I bet it would work for you too. It'll work for me. It's all in the mindset, you know. But to really give it, and it made me think about the other things to get rid of in life, like to de-paganize the household, if you will. Hot take, crosses aren't the thing that Jesus was hung on. Ooh. Stathos, the stake, a cross being originally a pagan symbol, a plus sign, slightly modified by the Catholic Church, question mark? Who knows? Honestly, lost to time. There's ancient technology that's probably more advanced than our modern stuff. But yeah, at the end of the day, tarot, video games with, I have a game, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, right? I had a pendant my mother-in-law gave me. She thought of me because I'm like pretty much the Viking of the family, right? Like, I like my sticks, I like my rocks, I like my axe, my hairdo is a certain way, my demeanor is that of a caveman, you know. She got me this pendant that was Mjolnir, like that hammer, with the engravings, and though I basically accepted it, I don't wear it, because obviously it's not the same. And do your own research or do your own reading. As far as I'm concerned, it's pagan idol, you know, just like this phone can be at times. And maybe I should just toss the phone. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need it necessarily, at least access to a lot of the things on it. I could have a flip phone. I don't need access to the internet all the time. Unpoliced access anyways. Maybe do something as simple as like a parent tracker type deal with my wife, you know, if I don't want to get caught by my wife, I probably won't go on those sites, you know, stuff like that. Yeah, at the end of the day, it's just how far are you willing to go? I got that video game. I don't need it. I'm kind of struggling. Like, I want to finish it, you know. My wife got me that. And it's fun. It's cool. I don't want to, at the cost of not getting closer to God, you know, finish that game, if that makes sense. I can live without it. But you get so sucked up in the day-to-day, you just want to relax and forget about life for a while. Especially when you're in between working and World War III, you know. You just want to let loose, and then you let gluttony slip in. Oh no, the spirit of gluttony, right? Laziness. All of that. It's how far you want to take it is up to you. But, you know, it's going to be hard for me to clear house, especially if you know, I'm not in lockstep with my wife. She doesn't believe like I do. And she kind of rejects it because of how historically she basically got the bad version of the whole thing, even in my church, you know, historically male dominant and all that, you know. She feels like she doesn't have a voice and she just wants to be herself, and it's like, well, yeah, no, I want to be myself too, but more than being myself of the world, I want to be the version of myself that's of God. And I hope we can get there with her. You know, I pray it. I believe we can, but it's a scary thing to navigate. And that's basically what the elevation sermon was talking about. You know, don't be a cuckold, don't be a pussy, don't be afraid to do the hard things in life, you know, even if you gotta go it alone. But it's definitely something I got to confront. I gotta do. Gotta have the hard conversations. But it's those hard truths that make strong men. So I'll leave you with that. Good night, good morning, whatever time of day it is for you guys. I'm gonna go get some dinner. See you next time.